Hi, it's Miss Tony here. Welcome back to remote learning. Remember, even though schools are closed, learning is still open. So, welcome back. Hi, how are you guys? I'll give you a chance if you want to say hello back to me. You can wave at the computer screen. You could turn on your voice to say hello to me. Maybe you could open your eyes nice and wide to acknowledge that you're listening. Or maybe you're just going to turn your head side to side or up and down. Or maybe, depending on how you communicate, you're going to give me a nice big smile. Good job, guys. Nice saying hello to me and to the rest of your friends at CTC. So I have something special today for you. I am going to actually take out my pod book. Ta-da! So Miss Tony is learning pod. And I am at a very beginner level, okay? So I am learning just like most of your friends and even maybe some of your family members that are implementing this program. Not everybody is, and that's okay. We still keep with the consistency of the core vocabulary that we do on an everyday basis. So this is just another extra supplementary aid as a picture support symbol and a really cool book. So anyways, here's Miss Tony's pod book. And I'm going to say, I have something to say. I have more to say. I want to do an activity. Hmm. Turn the page. Book story. I want to do an activity. I want a book story. And that's exactly what we're going to do today, friends. I'm going to read you a book, and then we're going to review the book after. Okay, so let's get started. So I think since we are reading today, I believe reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are, right? And we're staying home due to the coronavirus. So reading is going to give us another positive outlet, right? Something to do. So all right, here we go. I'm going to actually show you my screen so you can follow along with your listening ears and of course your eyes. Okay. So now bear with me as I show you our story today. Because, like I said, I want to do an activity. I want to read a book story. So this book is titled I Read a Book. And I'm going to give you a little summary. This little girl in this book loves to read so much that she reads with every member of her family, including her dog. Okay, here we go. Let's get started and read together. I Read a Book, written by Ned Jensen, illustrated by John Kastner. I read a book with my mom. Right in the picture, you can see the little girl and her mom reading a book together. I read a book with my dad. If we look in the picture, again, we're going to see the little girl and her dad. And what is she holding? They're holding a book together. I even read with my grandma. If we look at the picture, again, we're going to see the little girl and her grandma. And they're holding a book. I read with my grandpa. And again, in the picture, I'm going to describe what I'm looking at so you guys can see. There's the little girl again, and there's her grandpa. And what do they have in their hands? They're holding a book. I read with my aunt. Right, so again, in the picture, there's the girl. I'm circling around the girl. And then her aunt. And what are they doing? They're reading a book together. I read with my sister. Let's take a look at the picture now. We see the little girl, right? I'm circling around with my arrow with the little girl. And then we have her sister, right? A family member. And they're reading a book. I read with my brother. Okay, let's take a look at that picture. There's the girl and her brother. And what are they doing? They're reading a book together. I read to my dog. So if we look at the picture, there's the little girl and there's her dog. And what are they doing? They're reading a book together. The end. That's how we know the story stopped, right? It is all done. It is done, finished. So I'm going to bring you back to me. All right, so let's review. Say today, right, we learned using our pod book, another form of communication. We learned that we wanted, right? We learned that we had more to say and that we wanted to do something and we wanted to read a book. So that's exactly what we did, right? We read a book story today. I'm just going to flip through my pages. Okay, we read a book story. And guess what? The story was about reading a book. How funny. All right, great job, guys. So I'm going to follow up with this as we end our lesson. Say, I have something for you to do. When we're done with our lesson, I want you to find someone in your house today. I want you to find them and try to initiate a conversation by trying to tell them something. And that something is, I want to read a book. Okay? So we're going to go back, right, to say, I have something to say. I have more to say. I'm asking a question. Where is this person? Where are they? People, right? That's you, right? And that's me. I am here, right? But where is your mom? So later, find your mom and tell her something. You can find your dad and tell him something. If you have siblings, you could find your brother and tell him something. Or maybe if you have a sister, you could tell her something. Or maybe, right, if we go down our columns, if you are doing a live session with your teacher, you could tell your school friends, school people. Yeah, tell them something. We turn the page. You might even see your occupational therapist, your physical therapist, your speech therapist, and maybe a live session this week. You might also see your babysitter or a personal care attendant helping you, which would be if you have a private duty nurse, right? They would be your nurse helping you. Yeah, tell them something. Or maybe you'll see your family later, or your friend. All right, so you guys got it? So right when we're done with our lesson, try to find someone, right? Find that special person and ask, right? See if they want to read a book or story to you, right? They want to do a read aloud with you. Okay, guys. Well, I think you did a great job listening and participating. Um, so Miss Tony is going to officially say we are going to stop our lesson because we are all done, right? We are done, finished for today. Great job, guys. All right, until next time. Bye, friends.